I'm from Northern California, where the threat level is a hearty burgundy with overtures of baked cherry currants, and a slight minerality not unreminiscent of charcoal-filtered pomegranate. But you know that. My name is Will Durst. Thank you for coming. I'm a political comic. I aspire to be a satirist. But you say that these days and people think you have goat legs or something. So I'm going to stick with, okay. These are Doppler jokes. I'm just trying to figure out where you are. It's like a little radar beacon that I'm throwing in. Problem with the political comic, as you probably have already ascertained, is that sometimes there's nothing going on and I'm screwed. But not now. And I have so many people to thank. Because every political comic, we all do the same thing. I'll put that right there. We all do the same thing, you know. Every election cycle, we all say, you know, every 4 years is good, but especially this time. But especially this time. I mean, this time they're letting actual clowns emerge from the clown car. This time, Ronald Reagan is spinning in his grave like a rotisserie chicken during a power surge. This time, they're circulating naked photos of each other's wives. I don't remember reading about Adlai Stevenson handing out naked photos of Mamie Eisenhower. Too much history. This time, it's personal. And you know, being the political comic, everybody says to me, oh man, Trump must be a gift from comedy heaven. Well, yeah, but no, because how do you parody a parody? Donald Trump is the Republican nominee for president. That's the joke. Everything else is, it's farce. The rest is farce. It's like trying to staple smoke. Or catching an eel in a butter sculpture wearing oven mitts. You wearing oven mitts, not the eel. You got a grammatical glitch in there. Eels don't have hands. They have those little flippers, you know, like Trump. You know. If you want to think of Trump as an eel, that would probably work. And I love the fact that the best reason to vote for Hillary Clinton was given by Michael Bloomberg when he said at the Democratic Convention on the 4th night in Philadelphia that we have to vote for Hillary because she's not insane. I thought that was a pretty good rationalization of why to vote for her. She's not insane. So apparently the bar has been lowered a little this year. And of course, then Donald Trump, now he's calling Hillary unhinged, unqualified, and the fact that she has a bad hair. So if you think about it, he's taken a page from the Pee Wee Herman playbook, which is, I know you are, but what am I? I love the fact that Trump can't even figure out why he's running. I don't think he's really running to win. I think he's branding himself. I really do, because it is now, has been, forever shall be, all about Donald Trump. You look at it and he's making money, he's holding events at his own properties. And he's not giving his campaign money, he's lending his campaign money, and he expects to be paid back. And now he's soliciting contributions from wealthy donors to pay himself back money he lent his campaign to spend at his own property. So it's kind of a Danzi scheme. It's like he's the Nigerian prince of politics. This is probably what they teach you the first semester at Trump University. It's double dipping 101. He doesn't. His supporters are a bit scary as well. They look like a casting call for the next Mad Max sequel. What they are skinheads with hair, pretty much. And he loves to rile them up, you know. Offers to pay the legal fees of anybody who beats up a protester, but I'm not encouraging him. Well, dude, punch him in the face doesn't sound like a plea for restraint. I love the poorly educated. Of course you do. It's your base. 65% of Trump supporters still believe that Obama is Muslim. And that doesn't include a healthy percentage that think he's Muslim, which is a loosely woven cotton fabric. There are still Republicans who think that he's a Democratic mole out to make them look intolerant. Dude, you spent decades installing the screw you buzzer. You can't be surprised your own guy starts ringing it. He's a monster that you created and now can't control. Does the term Mary Shelley have any meaning here? He's Trumpenstein. It's alive, except for the brain, which is abnormal. He's not destroying the Republican Party. He picked up the rock they were hiding under. He's shining a flashlight behind the refrigerator. He took the dog out of dog whistle. That's what I was looking for. When you get a whole crowd and the one response you get is, huh. That's really what yeah. So glad I flew down and drove 2 hours from San Diego. Great thing about Trump is that he's indomitable. I used to do this joke when he first announced last June, and the joke was, geez, it's been days since Trump insulted anybody. I hope he's okay. But I haven't been able to do the joke in months. He insults somebody every day. Mexicans are rapists, big bump in the polls. He denigrates women and Muslim women and Congressional Medal of Honor winners. He mocked a disabled guy. I mean, come on, who does that? There was a reporter for the New York Times, and he wrote a negative thing about Trump, and the guy's got a form of cerebral palsy. So the next day, Trump's in front of his supporters, and he goes, and the guy's a real loser, and he's like, who does that? You wouldn't accept that behavior from a 6-year-old. He got in a fight with the Pope. No, this Pope, the good Pope. Not the last Pope, not the Nazi Pope, this one. Frankie, not Benny. Because the Pope went to Mexico and he visited the border. Some guy said to him, you know, Trump wants to build a wall. And the Pope says, a good Christian would build a bridge, not a wall. And Trump got all bent about his shit. Who is he to decide who's a good Christian? Yeah, he's the Pope. It's kind of his job. That's all he does. And he's second in command. The top guy ain't talking. Glenn Beck called him dangerous. Glenn Beck is a total loon. He got called dangerous by a loon. That's not good. Benjamin Netanyahu said his Muslim stance was too extreme. Now people look at me, I don't know nothing. But when the Israelis call you Islamophobic, that's not good. No, that's not good. I looked it up, that's not good. That's like having your drug intervention hosted by Lindsay Lohan. And I love the fact that he ditched Sarah Palin after one day. What, she's too crazy for him. That's crazy exponential factor 3. She was one of his first high-profile endorsements. It was Sarah Palin and Mike Tyson. So, exactly. As you see, early on, he was apparently obsessed with nailing down the Mensa vote. Now, obviously, one, totally understandable considering all the cumulative blows to the head, but what about Tyson? All right, I know. People say, oh, you know, Trump gets elected, it'll be a disaster for the country. People say, if Hillary gets elected, it'll be a disaster. Yeah, and I agree, they both will make you sick, but one will give you intestinal cramps and the other Ebola. So just choose and just vote. That's all I'm saying, people. Go out and vote. And I know there are a lot of reasons not to vote, but, you know, Tuesdays are biorhythmically bad, or garages make you itchy, or if God had wanted us to vote, he would have given us candidates, and voting were actually effective, they would have made it illegal by now, but go out and vote. That's because, democracy is a participatory sport. You're not supposed to watch it from the sidelines. You need to exercise that electoral muscle. Otherwise, it atrophies. And remember, if you don't vote, you can't bitch. And you do plenty of that, don't you? Thank you so much.